Columbia man died after a two-car accident yesterday, and we're learning more about the passengers in that second car now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Collin, Ruane.
And I'm Brittany, Pieper.
Another night, another fire. Cooper County emergency crews battled a barn fire in the Boonville area. We're taking a look at pictures posted on the Cooper County Fire Protection District's Facebook page. The blaze happened near the intersection of Highway 87 and I-70 tonight. The Protection District says the report came in around 7:15. Details are limited right now, and the Protection District says it will provide updates when they're available. This comes as the search continues for a man in Cooper County accused of setting 4 separate fires yesterday. The Missouri State Highway Patrol and Boonville Police are working alongside Cooper County deputies in the search. At least one of the structure fires was inside Boonville city limits, as you can see on that map there. There's no word on how much damage was done. Detectives have identified 2 men found dead in Boone County yesterday. The Sheriff's Department says James Richardson from Colombia and Kenneth Long from Mexico were the victims of a double homicide. Detectives were called to the 6900 block of Mexico Gravel Road, where a man working for an asphalt company found a body about 75 feet off the street. A K-9 unit also responded, which led detectives to another body about 150 yards away. Authorities say they have a good idea on how the men were killed, but will not release those details yet. Investigations are still underway. Columbia will soon have a new budget once the City Council comes to an official agreement. But the city's discussions on the budget have been going on much longer. The City Council had 2 public meetings in the last month to discuss the upcoming budget and is now preparing for tomorrow's vote. City leaders have talked about a variety of issues, including poverty, roads, and even utility costs. At one of the meetings, the city manager says the city has taken responsible steps in recent years to improve the budget. Tomorrow's City Council meeting will get started at 7 p.m. KOMU-8 News will have continuing coverage on the upcoming budget decision starting tomorrow morning on KOMU-8 News Today. Bernie Sanders slams Ben Carson after making controversial comments on religion. We'll have that coming up in your political news. Joe Biden has not announced if he'll run for president yet, but he does have support if he does. Biden's wife, Jill, says she would be, quote, on board if her husband ran for president. This is according to her communications director. Earlier reports suggested Jill was an obstacle in Joe's decision. The deadline to submit a bid for the presidency is November 5th. Bernie Sanders is calling out Ben Carson after Carson said a Muslim should not be president of the United States. Carson made the comment this morning on Meet the Press. And at an event in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Sanders said flat out, quote, I disagree with him. He said race and religion should not be a factor in the election. He also cited a history of prejudice against different groups in the presidential race. 2 American hostages in Yemen have finally been released. Sam Farin and Scott Darden had been detained since earlier this year, according to officials. The 2 were flown into Oman and greeted by the local U.S. ambassador. A total of 6 people have been hostages in Yemen. That included 3 Americans, 2 Saudis, and a British national.
Chris Trevino will break it all down for you in Sports Extra.
Have a great night.